everyone. So I got some really bad news about what's going on right now. So ever since like 20 hours ago, it was one of the things that absolutely should never happen. And it is absolutely devastating how stuff like this actually happen. So this is actually this is actually really not okay because think about it. This is a well-known tree, well known in the movie of Robin Hood, the King of Thieves. I don't know what the movie is called, but I just never heard about this tree before. But ever since the tree got knocked down, sorry about that. Ever since the tree got knocked down, it's one of the things that actually is like disgusting because you're talking about a tree that is well known, more than 30 years. People have been saying, and a bunch of idiots. I don't know who actually demolished the tree itself, but when you look at it, Sycamore Gap tree attack is part of war on nature in UK, says poet. What's that supposed to mean? Robert McFarlane says tree felling was part of hostile culture and calls for forest be planted in its honor. Okay. Boy, 16, arrested after famous Sycamore Gap tree in Northumberland cut down, plus video. So here's the video itself about how the tree was. Here you go. Here's the video. Fans actually like starving right now on my MacBook. What a shame. So here's the video itself. Let's go play it. Do I need an ad? Do I need an ad? No. I don't need an ad. I just want to watch the video. There it is. A 300-year... Hold on. I can't read that quick. I can't. No. A 300-year-old tree has been found cut down in the north of England. I mean, this is actually insane how a tree like that actually exists. I never actually heard about this in my entire life. But the fact that it's got cut down is actually mad. Like, why would you do that to some tree that's been, like, around for so many years? But why? What was your motive here? Now, let's just count watching it. So, basically, here's the footage about how the tree was. This was the tree before. And afterwards, hundreds of years, hundreds... That is actually a nice view over here. And this is the movie scene itself. So, there had been outpouring of sadness and anger. I can hear my fan on my computer right now.
I used to picnic here with my wife and my kids. We've brought relatives from around the world here to see this. People have had their ashes scattered here. People have proposed here. I'm normally a pretty measured sort of guy, but this has made me incredibly angry.
Makes everyone angry. But we don't know about the entire story itself, you know. Don't know. The felling of the Sycamore, more like the fall of the Sycamore Gap tree at. Try that. The felling of the Sycamore Gap tree at Hadrian's Wall symbolizes a wider attack on nature in the UK, according to an award-winning landscape writer and poet. Robert McFarland said the sight of the downed 300-year-old tree made him and many others feel sick. I just seen this as part of a piece with a much broader hostile environment towards the living world in this country, he told the BBC. A 16-year-old arrested on suspicion of causing criminal damage was released on police bail on Friday, which was like today at the moment. Northumbria police spokesperson said a 16-year-old male was arrested in connection with the incident. He has since been released on police bail pending further inquiries. McFarlane, whose book include Landmarks, The Old Ways and the Wild Places, said, our focus really shouldn't be on the offender here. I think it's on the culture. It is interesting because we're talking about a 300-year-old tree here. It's a really nice tree. You know, like, very nice tree here. But the fact that it's got put down like crazy is just insane. Like, who on earth would put down a 300-year-old tree? Who does this? Like, it's none of your business. And I don't know about the 16-year-old boy because I don't know who the person really is. Don't know. But whenever it comes to vandalizing very important property, which is a plant, which is a tree, which is a boulder, a rock, where it has lived for so many years, and for you to like vandalize it just for your own entertainment, it's absolutely disgusting. Like really, it's disgusting how you absolutely have no remorse for any of the property that belongs to wherever. I don't know who it belongs to. Okay, but when it comes to protecting it and looking after it, that's the main priority. But when it comes to vandalizing it on purpose, just for your own pleasure, it's absolutely disgusting. It's really disgusting, and it should not be done in the first place. Because think about so many people who has been there, who has spent their time there, only for it to be ruined for them. It's just not okay. All right. Just because you never had that kind of thing doesn't mean you ruin it for them. All right. But no, it makes no sense how people like them just. I don't know who actually damaged the tree. No, no. But damaging a tree like that is absolutely disgusting. Like, why? Why? Why would you do that for? Anyways, since this actually came from a movie itself, think about how many people that absolutely has spent their time over here. 300 years old. It's one of some of the skipping of the news itself. It's a lot of information here. I don't want to read here, but most of the important thing I need to say here is that the more hate you go through, it's gonna be really bad on your mental health. Like hating on something, it's not gonna be okay. It's not. You're gonna go after someone who has caused so much damage, but it's not worth it, because that's what the person wants. He wants the attention, I believe. I don't know. If he wants the attention, that's gonna be bad, and that's not gonna be okay because of how someone who believes it's okay to damage this. Why? But what's the point about this? But anyways, I'm gonna go right now, and before I go, I want to say one thing here. If you own something that belongs to you for so many years, if it belongs to your family, if it belongs to something, protect it at all cost. But when it comes to stuff like this, it's disgusting. Like, who on earth does this? Who? No idea. Cheers.